Hello friends, welcome to C programming tutorial with ketki. So these are the topics which we will learn in this section. Basic concepts. Before moving to actual programming, some basic concepts are there, so we need to know that concepts. Next one is the categorization of languages. What are the types of computer languages? Then next one is the flow of a program. Flow from C program writing to the execution of a program. These are the basic concepts. First concept is input. The data given to the computer is called as input. What is the output? The data generated by a computer is called as output. Okay, user gives input to the computer performs some operations on that data and they generate output. This is the normal function of computer. Next concept is what is a computer program? Set of instructions which perform a specific task is called as computer program. User write a code for doing some specific operations. That code is called as computer program. Okay. Next one is the categorization of languages. There are several types of computer languages. Actually, there are two types: high level language and low level language. In low level language, again there are two types: machine languages and assembly languages. Okay, let's see one by one. First language is high level language. So what is a high level language? There are different languages in which user can give input to the computer. That language is called as high level language. Means what? User can give input in C language, C++ language, Java language, Pascal language, etc. Okay, so this is a high level language. And one important point is high level language is a user understandable language. Means user can write a code in high level language, user can read a code in high level language. Okay, so that's why it is a user understandable language. Okay, for example, we'll take one example. This is a code in C language. Okay, hash include stdi.h. Actually, this is a header file. Then next one is void main, which is the starting of a program. Then next one is a printf hello welcome. It will print a string on the screen, return 0. This is a code which will print hello welcome on the screen. Okay, this is a code in C language. Okay, just only see the difference between high level language and the assembly language or low level language. Okay, fine. Next one is the low level language. There are again two types of low level language: machine language and assembly language. Let's see first machine language. So what is a machine language? It is also called as binary language. Okay, in binary language the word binary means 2. Okay, 2 means what? In this language 2 bits are used. First bit is zeros, second bit is 1. That's why this language is called as binary language. Means machine language is also known as binary language because 2 bits are used, zeros and ones. Okay, and this language is computer understandable. Means computer only understand machine languages in the form of zeros and ones. So this language contains sequence of zeros and ones. Okay, so this single 0 and single 1 is called as bit in computer language. Okay, single 0 and single 1 is called as bit in computer languages. So what is a function normally of computer? Computer accepts input from in the form of zeros and ones because it is understand only machine language. Hence it accepts the input in the form of zeros and 1 and also generate output or also produce output again in the form of zeros and 1. Okay, so this is a machine language which is also called as binary language. It contains sequence of zeros and ones. It is only understand by computer and it accepts zeros and 1 input and also produce 0 1 output. Okay, next language is assembly language. So what is the assembly language? Assembly language means it contains a set of instruction and which this is a given to the computer. So that instruction set is called as mnemonics. Means in assembly language some set of instructions are there. That instruction is called as mnemonics. Mnemonics means what? Just simply instruction. Okay. For example, we'll see some mnemonics. Add is a mnemonics, sub is mnemonic, div is mnemonics, etc. Add mnemonic is used for addition, sub mnemonics is used for subtraction, div mnemonics is used for division, etc. So this is an example of mnemonics. So how we write a code in assembly language? Okay. For example, we want to add two numbers, for example a and b. Then how can we write it? Add mnemonics a comma b. So here it will add the content of a and b. Okay. Again, next example we'll take move ax comma a. So it will move the content of a to the AX register, which is a accumulator register, okay, in processor. So move AX A, it will move the content of A or value of A to the AX register. Okay, so this is a assembly language in which mnemonics are used. For example, add, sub, div, these are the mnemonics. So you can see the difference between this code and the code written in high level language. Okay, so now this in high level language this code is understood by user. Okay, and in assembly language it is difficult to understand somewhat. Okay, fine. So this is a assembly language. Okay, next, this is a flow of a program from C program to the execution of that program. Okay, we'll see how it is or how it will proceed. Okay, user write a C program and that C program is again given to the preprocessor. Okay, we'll see what is the function of preprocessor in next slide. Okay, just for that only remember C program is given to the preprocessor. Again, preprocessor generates a expandable source code and this expandable source code is again given to the compiler. Compiler takes a expandable source code and it generates a assembly code. Okay, next assembly code is given to assembler which translate a assembly code into the object code, and the file has extension .obj. Assembler convert assembly code into the object code with extension .obj file. Okay, again object code is given to the linker and it generate .exe file or it generate executable code. Okay, so it generate a file has extension .ext. This executable code again given to the loader. Loader takes that executable code, store that code into the memory and prepare it for execution. This is a normal flow of a program, how our program is going through all the steps. Okay, so this is a normal flow of a program. Okay, next one is we'll see the function of preprocessor. So what is the preprocessor? Preprocessor converts preprocessor directives into their respective values. So the question is, what is preprocessor directives? Okay, preprocessor directives is always begin with hash sign. For example, we'll take two example. Hash include stdio.h. Here this statement is begin with hash sign, hence this statement is called as preprocessor directives. Next one is hash define pi 3.14 hash. Again this statement is begin with hash sign, that's why this is called as preprocessor directives. Okay, so preprocessor directives always begin with hash sign. So what is the function of hash include, hash define, we'll see in respective lectures. Okay, so just only remembers that preprocessor converts these preprocessor directives into their respective values. Okay, so what is a hash include stdio.h means? This preprocessor function of this preprocessor is preprocessor replace this hash include stdio.h with the code which is already written in C library. Okay, means this stdio.h file is there in C library which is already written, and that code is replaced by hash include stdio.h. So this is a function of preprocessor. Okay, fine. Next one is compiler. So what is compiler? Compiler is one kind of translator. So next, again question, what is a translator? So translator is a program which translate high level language into the machine level language. Fine. See, we know that a computer only understands zeros and ones language, means machine level language. Okay, then but user gives input in high level language. So how it is functioning? Okay, so firstly, user gives input in high level language to the translator. Translator convert this high level language to the machine level language. Okay, next one is this computer again process some it performs specific task, or it perform operation on that code, and again generate output in machine level language, and this output is given to the translator. Again translator convert this machine level code into the high level language. So this is a function of translator. Okay, next one is the compiler. So what is a compiler? Compiler is one kind of translator, and it is a program which translate source code into the assembly code. Okay, means what? Source code means what? The code written by user, means a program written by user, that is called as source code. So compiler takes source code as an input and it generates a assembly code as an output. Okay, next one is assembler. So what is assembler? Assembler is again one kind of translator which translate assembly language into the object code, and or it translate assembly language into the file with extension .obj. Okay, next one is the linker. So what is a linker? Linker is again one kind of computer program which takes one or many object files, means .obj files, and convert that .obj file into the .exe file or executable file, means this file is ready for execution. Okay, so this is a normal function of linker. Next one is the loader. So what is a loader? Loader loads a program into the memory. Just this is a function of loader. It only loads a program into the main memory and prepare them for execution, means it executes a program. This is the last step of program flow. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any doubt, drop an email to the given email ID. Thank you.